Welcome, everybody. We got 7 breaks tonight. We're going to start off with our 24 Topps Chrome football hobby. We have 2 spots left in this break. There's a link in the chat if you guys want to grab it. There is a code to get 10% off any of tonight's remaining spots. We have about 9 spots available. Break number 2 will be 2024 Illusions Premium Football Hobby, PYT 796. Then we have our 25 Bowman Chrome Baseball Hobby, PYT 797. 25 Luminance Football Hobby, PYT 795. All those breaks have teams available. Then our full breaks, our last 3 breaks of the night, are 25 Mosaic Football Hobby, PYT 809. 25 Topps Chrome Cosmic Baseball Hobby, PYT 815. And we end the night with our Phoenix Football Preferred Hobby Box, PYT 805. That again is 2025 Phoenix Preferred. We're going to start it off with our 24 Topps Chrome Football Hobby, PYT 803. Should have 2 autos per box here. Get your guesses in for the player on the last auto in this one. Again, we do have 2 spots left in here. Grab those last teams. Let's get this one filled. Maybe we got 2 spots left. Let me pull the list up. Detroit and San Francisco are available in this one. Here's our list. This is PYT 803. Get your guesses in for the player on the last auto. You do not have to be in the break to guess, but we got the Lions and Niners are available. Let's get started on this one in just a moment. All right, here we go, guys. Good to see you tonight, Sean. Just wondering, may have had some nightmares about this guy in the last day or so. Bears Rams this week. Everybody's excited about that. We got our 24 Topps Chrome Hobby, 2 autos per box. Good luck to everybody in this one. We got 12 packs per box, 8 cards per pack. Get your guesses in for the player on the last auto. We got Caleb Williams on every pack in this box here. Let's see if we can pull a Caleb Williams auto. That'd be nice. Good luck to everybody in this one. Again, we have the Lions and San Francisco 49ers available if anybody wants to grab them real quick. We also have a few spots left in some more breaks tonight coming up. Good luck to everybody in this one. Here we go with Topps Chrome Hobby. We got Dante Hall to start us off. Russ Grimm. Bruce Smith. Dorsey Levens. Steve Young. Legends of the Gridiron. That is Frank Gore for the Niners. Cade Stover and Luke McCaffrey. Jason Taylor. Mushin Muhammad. Jay Novacek. Randy Moss. Jalen Wright. We got Michael Vick. Abrams Grain. J.C. Latham. Randall Cunningham. Chad Johnson. Bo Jackson. Greg Morton. Sean Alexander. That is out of $3.99 on that one. Then out of 50, Barry Sanders. 41 out of 50 on the Legends of the Gridiron. Rookie, Graham Barton. On to our next pack. And guys, we do have a couple spots left tonight's breaks. We have the Niners and Lions left in this one. Joe Theismann, Ken Norton Jr., Jerome Bettis, Warren Moon, Brett Favre, Marcus Allen, Uaga, Marshawn Lloyd. Your guess is in for the play on the last auto for 20 in credit. We got an auto coming up here. This will be our first auto. Tim Brown, Bill Bates, Stephen Davis, Chris Samuels for Washington. That one is out of 50 on the gold wave. That's 50 out of 50. See if I can get that unclear there. 50 out of 50. Stop with these while we're at it as well. Roman Wilson. Bo Nix on the Youthquake. Leatu and Jerson Newton. Next back. Up next after this is 24 Illusions Football Premium Hobby. We had 2 spots left in that one when we went live tonight. Got Keyshawn Johnson, Josh Cribbs, John Randall, Jim Kelly, Bob Greasy, Jonathan Ogden, Lisa Isaac, and Trey Benson. Marshall Folk. It looks like, we'll say this to the end. I think that has our last auto in it. So that's the end. Dover's a good guess as well. Caleb Williams. Don't that be a good one for you if you hit them? You can at least get paid. Tom Brady, Ozzie Newsome, Rod Woodson, Charles Woodson, Nolan Cromwell, John Hannon, Darius Robinson, Troy Fontani, Irving Fryer, Bob Lilly, Dan Fouts, Chris Broswell, rookie out of 75, the Yellow Wave, Spencer Rattler, Roger Staubach, Will Shipley, Kamari Lannister. Future break schedule will take you to Thursday's breaks as well. So if you guys want to grab spots in those, bookmark that page after the breaks tonight. Go in there and grab your teams. There's Ron Dane, Terrell Owens, Ben Roethlisberger, Tom Rathman, John Riggins, Dan Marino, Cooper DeJean, and Nate Wiggins. Don't forget, guys, we do have spots left in tonight's break. So there's a link pinned in the chat. There's that code for 10% off. There's Ben Coates, Jim McMahon, Calvin Hill, Jason Sehorn, Byron Murphy, out of 250 going to Seattle on the rookie there. Jerome Bettis, Brock Bowers, Brendan Rice. Our final pack before we get to our auto pack. We got Paul Krause, Kurt Warner, Everson Walls, Marcus Allen, Chop Robinson, Drake May, TJ Tampa, Ravondre Sweat. All right, guys, here's our last one. There's a nice Jaden Daniels, Future Stars refractor. Carter Bradley, Chase McClellan, Mike Singletary, Ryan Dawkins, Tim Tebow, and our auto Bo Nix. We did have a Bo Nix, yes, I'm pretty sure. Will with the Bo Nix. That is the orange parallel variation. Bo Nix auto. Congrats on the hit for Denver. Congrats on the hits on the guess. Bo Nix, nice. Nice auto redemption to hit here. We will be playing the Bills next week. This is going to end up being a pretty good rookie class of quarterbacks. All right, let's do a a recap on our numbered parallels and autos, and then this stack here will top load before we ship. Out of 75 is Chris Broswell for Tampa. Byron Murphy out of 250. Sean Alexander out of 399. Out of 50, Barry Sanders on the gridiron. Legends. Chris Samuel auto out of 50. And then we have the Bo Nix orange variation. And the guess of the break. Congrats to everybody on that one. Break number 1 is out of the way. Illusions Premium comes up next. PYT 796. Let's get the title updated here for that one. See how many spots we have left. We have 2 teams left in this one. 2 teams left. We pull up that list. We have the Falcons and Packers available in this one. Here's your list. Your names are on the left, teams are on the right. Get your guesses in for the player on the last auto in this one for 20 in credit. If anybody wants to grab the Falcons and Packers, either or, there's a link in the chat. Use that link. Use the code Jackpot123 at checkout for your 10% off. Put that in the coupon code. We'll be right back with PYT 796 in just a moment. All right, guys, here we go with PYT 796. Good luck to everybody in this one. And when we went live, we have the Falcons and Packers remaining. Should have 1 auto, 1 mem per box on average. 10 packs, 5 cards per pack. You guys are guessing the player on the last auto for 20 in credit. You do not have to be in the break to guess. You just have to throw names out in the live chat. Give away 20 in credit out of it. Our first break is our empty box. Our 10 packs. Good luck to everybody in this one. Up next after this is our 25 Bowman Chrome Baseball Hobby. We had a couple spots left in that one. The Shining Stars of Jaden Daniels, Jameer Gibbs, Sam Laporta, Christian Watson, Jordan Love. There's Bo Nix, Cortland Sutton, Troy Franklin, Jared Goff, Malik Neighbors. Trey Hendrickson, CeeDee Lamb, Zeke Elliott, Dak Prescott, Jaden Daniels on the cracked ice Mystique. There's Roma Dunze, DJ Moore, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, 63 out of 75 Bo Nix. Bryce Young, Adam Thielen, Caleb Williams, Xavier Legette. We got Carson Steele. There's Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, Al Hamilton. Out of 75, Roma Dunze on the Great Expectations men. Then we got Xavier Worthy. Chiefs, let's top load what we have so far. Your guess is in for the player on the last auto in this one for 20 credit. Make sure you guys grab the last remaining spots in tonight's breaks. Link is pinned in the chat. Pack. We have Michael Penix Jr., Bijan Robinson, Kirk Cousins. Out of 75, that is Darius Robinson on the Great Expectations men. Micah Parsons. Kyler Murray, James Conner, Marvin Harrison Jr., Xavier Legette. That is out of 9. Xavier Legette rookie patch auto, 2 out of 9. Very nice hit for Carolina. Cool looking card. 2 out of 9, Xavier Legette rookie auto. And unless we get an extra auto in here, that should be the guess of the break as well. Joe Burrow, Shining Stars. Roger Staubach, Joe Montana, Dallas Turner, J.J. McCarthy, Roma Dunze. And our final pack of the break. We got Josh Jacobs, Luke Musgrove, C.J. Stroud, Nico Collins, Shining Stars of Deron Bland. All right, that's going to do it for this one. It's top load recap. Then we're going to move on to our 2025 Bowman Chrome Baseball Hobby. We had 2 spots available in that one when we went live tonight. Grab your spots, guys. We've got a couple remaining. Let's recap. We got our Jaden Daniels Shining Stars. Then we have the Cracked Ice Mystique Jaden Daniels. Bo Nix out of 75. Person Steel Xavier Worthy. Out of 75, Darius Robinson on the Great Expectations mem. Roma Dunze out of 75 on the Great Expectations mem. Then our auto, Xavier Leggett on the rookie patch auto, and that was out of 9. 2 out of 9 on that one. On to the Panthers. So a box of Illusions Premium there. Let's move on to our Bowman Chrome. Update the title, update our list. Your guesses in for the player on the last auto in this one. We have 2 spots remaining. We have the Cubs and Toronto Blue Jays. Grab the Cubs, grab the Blue Jays. This is PYT 797. 25 Bowman Chrome. Grab those last team. Get your guesses in for the player on the last auto. We'll be right back with this one in just a moment. All right, guys, here we go with PYT 797, our 25 Bowman Chrome Baseball. Grab the Cubs, grab the. Should have 2 Chrome autos per box. You're guessing the player on the last of those Chrome autos. 10 cards per pack, 6 packs per box. An empty box. We got Mookie Betts, Jordan Managa, Zach Neto, Chad Patrick on the red rookie, Max Volume, Nick Kurtz, Charlie Condon, Christopher Acosta, Shotaro Mori, Irvin Morello, and Nestor Miranda on the first Bowmans. Blake Snell, Aiden Birdsong, Roki Sasaki, Arwan Namala on the cracked ice, Kevin Alvarez out of 150 on the blue, Carson Williams, DJ Layton, Hayden Powell, Tommy White, Pedro Katui, Cade Horton, Jake Magnet, Christian Yelich, Evan Alcantara out of 499 of a refractor rookie. Luke Dickerson, that's our first of what should be two autos. First Bowman for the Nationals, shortstop Luke Dickerson. It came to the league. That is Roman Anthony, Juan Thomas, Everson Lopez, Juan De La Cruz, Gabriel Davalilio. Let's top load what we have, and then we'll finish the second half of this break. Next pack. Matt Shaw, Logan Henderson on the red rookie. Rafael Devers, Fernando Tatis out of 299. George Lombard out of 125. Cam Smith, Ronnie Cruz, some sort of line or something there. Jack Caglione, Nathan Church, Kai Roberts. 2 packs left. Up next after this one's our 2025 aluminum football. We have 3 spots left in that one when we went live tonight. So grab those last few spots. There's James Wood on the rookie. Luke Keyshaw, Mick Abel, rookies. Chad Patrick, little run on rookies there. De Los Santos, the first Bowman. Shimmer, Dylan Cruz, Yahil Melendez, Ali Rio Freebos, Sibel Delzine, and Ilian De La Cruz. And our final pack of the break should have our final auto in here. We have Kobe Mayo, Andrew McCutcheon, Carlos Correa, Yves, is it Aguirre? That is out of 99, 57 out of 99 for the Phillies as a first Bowman green auto. He is the guest of the break. Let's get the rest of that pack. Chi-Chang out of 399 for the Pirates. Sebastian Walcott, Ranian Cortezia, Yorger Batista, Christopher Polanco, and Santiago Leon on the first Bowmans. Let's top load recap. Then we'll move on to Luminance. We will be back on Thursday at 9 p.m. Central. If you guys want to grab spots into Thursday's breaks, use that future break schedule link into the chat. Bookmark that page. Keep track of all the breaks we get listed and scheduled. Constantly updating that page. So make sure you guys bookmark that. You guys can go and grab your spots whenever. There's Logan Henderson on the red rookie. Fernando Tatis Jr. out of 299. Out of 125, George Lombard. Johan De Los Santos on the first Bowman. Out of 399, Chang. We had Chad Patrick on the red rookie. Arwan Namala on the cracked ice. Kevin Alvarez out of 150 for the Astros on the first Bowman. Kevin Alcantara out of 499. Luke Dickerson, first Bowman auto. And Neves Aguirre out of 99 on the green, first Bowman auto for Phillies. Except for the Phillies, he was the guest of the break. All right, that does it for break number 3 tonight. Get the list updated for Luminance. Luminance football is coming up next. Get the title updated as well. PYT 795. Your guess is in for the play on the last auto out of this one. See how many spots we have left here. 3 teams left in this one. Our Luminance break. PYT 795. We got the Chiefs, Titans, and Commanders. This is 2025 Luminance, Chiefs, Titans, Commanders. Grab those last 3 teams. Names are on the left, your teams are on the right. This is 2025 Luminance Football Hobby, PYT 795. Should have 3 autos in here. You guys are going to guess the player on the last auto for 20 in credit. Grab those last 3 teams. We'll be right back with this one in just a moment. All right, guys, here we go with our Luminance football. Grab the Chiefs, Titans, and Commanders. Chiefs, Titans, and Commanders are available. 4 packs, 10 cards per pack. We should have 3 autos, 1 min per box on average. You guys are guessing the player on the last auto for 20 in credit. There's our empty box. Here we go, pack number 1. Stephon Diggs, Joe Namath, and we got Gary Clark, Kool-Aid McKinstry rookie, Steve Young. That one is numbered out of 299. We have Ashton Genty on the year 1 autograph. Go to the Raiders. Sit there for the Raiders spot. Luther Burden for the Bears. On the dynamic insert, Tez Johnson for the Bucks. Phil Maffa going to the Cowboys. There's Cam Ward for Tennessee. Pack number 2. Austin Eckler. Monte Culpepper. Steve Young again. Deuce McAllister. Jack Sawyer for Pittsburgh. That is out of 50. Then we have for the Raiders, vintage materials. That is Bo Jackson on the vintage materials. Nice hit for the Raiders spot. Unforgettable Matthew Stafford. Benjamin Morrison for the Bucks. Nick Scronton for the Panthers. Nick Nash for Atlanta. Then we had a kid reporter card. The last two packs coming up. Should have two autos left. You guys are guessing the player on the last auto for 20 in credit. Joe Burrow. Baker Mayfield. Quentin Johnston. Justin Jefferson. DeAndre Hopkins out of 199. One of the Chiefs. This one is out of 700. That is Princely Humana Malian. Princely on that auto. Should have one auto left. Steve, that is 10 out of 100 for the Bengals and Joe Burrow. Trey Harris for the Chargers. Mikael Williams for the Niners. And Siobhan Revell for the Cowboys. Last pack of the break. 2025 Mosaic Football is coming up next. That is PYT 809. We got Chase Brown, Chuba Hubbard, Dan Marino, Jaden Higgins. This is going to be out of 75 for Houston. Tyler Warren out of 249. Going to the Colts. And our last auto guess of the break is Roger Worley for the Cardinals as 31 out of 100. I'll get Worley on the shutter signatures. Cool card. Engage. We got Cameron Jordan. We got Quinshawn Judkins for the Browns. Jackson Dart for the Giants. And Jaden Higgins again. And then we got a reporter card. Let's top load. Let's recap. Then we'll move on to our Mosaic break. Nice little box of luminance there. We have three more breaks tonight. We got Mosaic Football, PYT 809. Then we have Topps Chrome Cosmic Baseball, PYT 815. And then we end the night with our 25 Phoenix Preferred break. That's the final break of the night. We will be back again Thursday. If you guys want to grab Thursday's spots, the future break schedule will take you there. I'm also getting next Tuesday's breaks put together. Break night on Tuesday as well. Those are getting put together now. Future break schedule link is where you can find those. Also, you can find all the other breaks we have listed. Let's do our recap here. As Steve Young for the Buccaneers, that's out of 299. Jack Sawyer out of 50, 39 out of 50 for the Steelers. I think he made a big play earlier in the game. The Steelers, DeAndre Hopkins out of 199. That one's for the Ravens. For the Ravens, he's in the Chiefs jersey, but it is for the Ravens. 10 out of 100, Joe Burrow. Jaden Higgins for Houston out of 75. Tyler Warren for the Colts out of 249. Ashton Genty on the year 1 auto. That's an on-card auto. Nice hit for the Raiders. Bo Jackson, another hit for the Raiders on the mem. That is the vintage materials. And then Princely out of 700 for the Panthers. And then we have Roger Worley, 31 out of 100 on the Shutter signatures. It's going to the Cardinals. And that does it for Luminance. All right, let's get our title updated. Mosaic is up next. Let me fill the list up for this one. We are full on Mosaic. Get your guesses in for the player on the last auto out of this one. Zane's down here with the Bills in the bottom spot. Your names are on the left, teams are on the right. This is PYT 809 25 Mosaic Football. We'll be right back in just a moment. All right, guys, here we go with our Mosaic Football. 10 packs, 15 cards per pack, 2 autos per box, 5 silvers, 15 parallels, stained glass. And the micro mosaics are possible in here. Good luck to everybody in this one. This is 25 Mosaic Football. So 10 packs. There's our empty box. Good luck to everybody in this. Those guesses in for the player on the last auto. We have Dalton Schultz, Quentin Johnston, Jalen Hurts, Holly Gordon. There's a honeycomb. Devin Neal, rookie for the Saints. A nice short print there. That's our first one we've hit in the 2025. JT Tuli Malalu. Malachi Starks, Ryan Thomas, Marion Hampton on the lighted up kid reporter card, Sean McVay, Caleb Johnson rookie, Christian Watson, Tony Pollard, Christian McCaffrey, Chuba Hubbard. Next pack. Steve Young, Warren Sapp, Marshall Falk, Curtis Rourke, Trey Harris, Antonio Gates, Jamar Chase, Jaden Daniels on the montage, Travis Hunter on the Storm insert, Jaden Reed, Trey Tucker, Shador Sanders, Kyron Williams, Devin Hester, Jake Ferguson. Here's Jerry Jeudy, Eric Moles, Didn't know he ever played for the Texans. Joe Burrow, Luther Burden, Trevor Etienne, Zamir White is our first auto. The In Focus auto, that is Zamir White, is going to the Las Vegas Raiders. We got Tyler Newman on the red. Matthew Golden. Moments in Time, that is Braylon Allen for the Jets. Najee Harris, Jordan Love, Tank Bigsby, Robert Burzell, Odell Beckham Jr., and Jack Campbell. Next pack. 25 Cosmic Chrome Baseball coming up next, and then we got our Mosaic Preferred Hobby after that. There's Harold Carmichael, Kyle Van Noy, Dawson Knox, Talik Williams, Dylan Sampson, Steve Young, Andre Reed, Saquon Barkley. Moments in Time, that is Jahmyr Gibbs, Kid Reporter Card, Eric Allen, Michael Vick, Cam Scatabo, Joe Theismann, Javion Clowney, Travis Etienne. Sam Darnold, Michael Penix Jr., Derrick Henry, Jalen Royals, Ryan Robinson Jr. We got Odell Beckham Jr. That one is out of 199. Jalen Hurts, Bo Nix, the center stage, Ashton Genty, Will Shields, A.J. Brown, Matt Milano, Randy Gradishar, Zach Ertz, and then we got Tua. All right, the last 5 packs coming up. Could have our last auto. Get your guesses in for the play on the last auto. Make sure you guys bookmark that future break schedule page. Grab your spots into Thursday's breaks. There's Ben Roethlisberger, Darnell Mooney, Baker Mayfield, Jordan James, Derek Harmon, Elick Iamanor out of 199, Tommy Mellott. We got Drake May, Moments in Time, Jared Goff, Kid Reporter Card, Jackson Dart, Theo Johnson, Saquon Barkley, TJ Hawkinson, Joe Horn, Dante Culpepper. Pack 7. Joe Namath, Matthew Stafford, Kenneth Grant, Tedero McMillan. Got the Panini emblems on the DeAndre Swift. Has that a 149. Got a silver Kenneth Walker. Got a red Bucky Irving. We got Nico Collins. We got a Stormer Tyler Shug. Aaron Rodgers. Patrick Willis. Rondé Barber. Alvin Kamara. Keon Coleman. Tyler Murray. Gabriel Davis. Kiki Barber. Tajay Spears. Maxwell Harrison. Travion Henderson. Marion Hampton was our last auto, I guess, of the break. Or it should be our last auto anyway. Marion Hampton. Unfortunate he ended his season with that ankle injury. Only played one snap yesterday. Willis McGahee. Lyle McConkey. We have a carbon copy of Jonathan Taylor, Omarion Hampton. That's a Colts Chargers card. We'll see. Somebody doesn't own both teams. We will random this off at the end. Yep, that one. We will random between the Colts and the Chargers. Ashton Genty, Golden Tate, Hunter Henry, Andre Reed, Joe Mixon, Isaiah Likely, We have Chris Olave, Tucker Kraft, Jared Verse, Cam Ward, Travion Henderson on the purple. That is out of 49. Jackson Smith and Jigba, Kyler Murray, Trevondre Sweat on the Moments in Time, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Kid Reporter card, Brees Hall, Cam Ward, Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes, Corey Dillon, Tariq Woolen, and our final pack of the break. And we got the carbon copy, the random off. Then we'll do a recap. Eric Armstead, Will Anderson, Jeffrey Simmons, Jimmy Horn, Corey Horton, TJ Hawkinson on the blue, out of 99. We got Derrick Henry, out of 199. Tedero McMillan, Montage, Michael Penix, Danny White, Calvin Ridley, Earl Campbell in the Hall of Fame, Bo Nix, Romeo Dobbs, and Michael Irvin. All right, guys, we'll rate them off. The carbon copy, the Colts and Chargers, we'll rate them at between. All right, we got our Colts and Chargers. We'll roll the dice. We're going to randomize that list 3 times. Whichever team's in the one spot after the third randomization will get that card. And 1, 2, and our third and final time, 3 times, onto the Colts. 1 and 2 is 3, 3 times, and the Colts are up top. CCS for the carbon copy. This will go to the Colts spot. Let's top load recap, and then we'll move on to our Cosmic Chrome Baseball. It's one of my favorite rips. That Cosmic Chrome. It'd be crazy to get Cosmic Chrome NFL licensed stuff here next year. Top load recap. And we got 2 more breaks tonight. All right, here's our recap of the numbered ones. This pile we will top load. There's some rookie variations we'll top load out of that middle pile as well. Odell Beckham out of 199 for the Dolphins. Ian Manor out of 199 for the Titans. DeAndre Swift out of 149 for the Bears. Travion Henderson out of 49 for the Panthers. TJ Hawkinson out of 99 for the Vikings. Derrick Henry out of 199 for the Ravens. Devin Neal on the honeycomb footprint there. Zamir White in focus auto for the Raiders. Marion Hampton auto, rookie auto for the Chargers. And that will do it for Mosaic. All right, guys. Here's your guess is in for the player on the nucleus. We should have one nucleus per box on average. Your guess is the player on the nucleus in this for 25 in credit. This is 25 Topps Chrome Baseball. PYT 815. Your names are on the left. Your teams are on the right. We'll be right back with this one in just a moment. All right, here we go with our Cosmic Chrome Baseball. Left everybody in this one. One nucleus refractor per box, and we're guess player on that one. 20 packs, 4 cards per pack. A bit of planetary pursuit out of like 3 or 4 or 2 of our last 3 boxes. There's our empty box. Autographs are possible, not guaranteed. Good luck. There's Dustin Harris, Salvador Perez, Young, Matt Olson. PYT 805 is coming up next. That's our Phoenix preferred. That's the last break of the night. Trey Sweeney, Greek Screwball. Martinez on the refractor. Young. There's a guessing the player on the nucleus in this one, 420 in credit. On the last nucleus, Sagano, Stephen Kwan, Ronald Acuna, Rafael Devers. Martinez, for sale. Exxon Joe, Angel Martinez rookies. Brett Rooker, Jacob Wilson. Star Clusters, Derek Jeter, Aaron Judge, Jose Altuve. Paul Skeens, Jackson Churio on our nucleus. Ooh, then we got a starry night of Shohei Ohtani. Nice hit right there. Got McRae. I was hoping to save the nucleus till the end, but sorry, guys. And Duran. Oh, we had a second one. That's Ha-Seong Kim. He is technically the guest of the break. There's King Griffey Jr., Ichiro, or Alex Rodriguez, Matt Chapman. Max Fried, Justin Ramirez, Ellie De La Cruz, Paul Goldschmidt. You guys grab spots in the Thursday break. There's a link in the chat. That is our future break schedules where you can find Thursday's breaks. Michael Harris, Marcelo Meyer, Alec Bregman out of 199. Kate Horton. We have Caleb Durbin, Nick Enright, Bobby Witt Jr. on the light speed, Nick Kurtz on the rookie. Jazz Chisholm, Eddie Pascantino, Carlos Correa, Eloy Ramos, Miguel Amador, Austin Riley, and another planetary pursuit that's going to the Dodgers, Roki Sasaki. They're on fire on these planetary pursuits. That is the Earth. Planetary Pursuit Roki Sasaki. Young Kim, the Dodgers having a good break here. Jackson Churio, Star Cluster, Aaron Jones and Acuna Jr., Brian Reynolds. Brooks Baldwin, Kyle Schwarber, Logan Ohape on the refractor. Lee. Will Smith, Willie Adamas, Acuna, Garrett Cole. Dallas Garcia, Junior Caminero, Christian Campbell, Blake Snell, Max Muncy, Jason Dominguez, Cade Horton, Nico Horner, Chase Petty, CJ Abrams, Zach Veen, Dalen Lyle. 2 packs left. We got one more break tonight. Aaron Judge, Jeremy Pena, Ultraviolet Beam, Ellie Dela Cruz, Austin Wells. Our final pack of the break. Manny Machado, Logan Gilbert, Max Fried out of 150, one of the Yankees, and Thomas Harrington to round it out. Let's top load recap. We'll move on to the final break of the night. Nice box of Cosmic. With these top loaded, we'll do our recap. We'll move on to our final break of the night. All right, let's do our recap. Got a refractor of Martinez, rookie for the Blue Jays. Jackson Churio on one of the 2 nucleuses we had. There's the Starry Nights of Shohei Ohtani. Nice short print there. Asian Kim was the guest of the break in our last of the nucleuses. Alex Bregman, former Red Sox, now Cub. This will go to the Red Sox out of 199. Alex Bregman. Logan Ohape out of 150. Max Fried. And our Planetary Pursuit Earth, Roki Sasaki for the Dodgers. Again, the Dodgers had a nice little break. They had this, the Nucleus, and the Shohei Starry Nights. So that's going to do it for Cosmic. We have other Cosmic breaks listed, so grab your teams in those. I think we are now either 3 for our last 4 or 4 for our last 5 in Planetary Pursuit hits. All right, guys, we got 2025 Phoenix Football Preferred Hobby, PYT 805 coming up next. Get our list up for this one. Get your guesses in for the player on the last auto of this for 20 credit. Here's our list. Eagles in the bottom spot. Get those guesses in for the player on the last auto. We'll be right back with PYT 805 in just a moment. All right, guys, here we go for the last break of the night. Phoenix Preferred Hobby. We should have one auto, one min, 12 packs, 5 cards per pack. Ultra rare color blast and genie possible in here as well. Get those guesses in for the player on the last auto for 20 in credit. We gave away 20 in credit our first break of the night. Let's see if we can repeat it here with our last break of the night. We will be back at 9 p.m. Central on Thursday. We do have spots available in those breaks. You can find those on the future break schedule page. The link in the chat. There's Cam Scatabo, Jordan James, out of 125, Keenan McCardell, Marquise Brown, Saquon Barkley. Belated Joe, Derek Harmon, Evan Bullock, Calais Campbell, Plaxico Burris. Pat Bryant, Luther Burden, Jim Zorn, Donnie Mitchell, Jamar Chase. Rashard Smith, Colston Loveland, Puka Nacua, Devonta Smith, Garrett Wilson. Carson Schlesinger, contours of Josh Allen, Dalton Kincaid, Xavier Legette, Caleb Williams. Trey Harris, Hank Bigsby, Jonathan Taylor, Aaron Jones, Jackson Smith and Jigba. This is our men. We're auto right here. CeeDee Lamb, Sam Laporta, Trey Benson, Jalen Milroe. Those are Mim, that is Dylan Gabriel on the rookie phenom Mim. That is out of 699. On to the Browns spot. Landon Jackson, Bo Nix, Clay Matthews, Jerome Ford, Tyreek Hill, Tyler Shugg, Trevor Etienne, Tyrone Tracy, Jared Goff, George Pickens, Tommy Melton, Jackson Dart, Joe Horn, Aiden Hutchinson, Chris Godwin. Got 2 packs left. We should have our auto coming up. Tyler Warren, Dan Fouts, David Njoku, Ufanga, Roderick Thomas, the last pack. Justin Jefferson, Mike Vrabel, Geno Smith, James Pierce. And we have Mythical Tank Bigsby, patch auto. It's going to the Jags. That's out of 99. 30 out of 99 on that one. That's a nice looking card right there. All right, let's top load recap, then we'll sign off. Again, we will be back Thursday of this week at 9 p.m. Central. That is the 15th. The future break schedule link is in the chat. That's where you can find your spots in that one. Make sure you guys bookmark that page. Then after the breaks tonight, go find your teams, grab them up before they're on. Let's get Thursday's breaks filled. Let's top load recap, and then we will sign off. All right, here we go. Got a Jordan James and a 125. Derek Harmon, Hank Bigsby, Trevor Etienne, Dan Fouts. For the rookie phenom of Dylan Gabriel. And our mythical auto, patch auto, Tank Bigsby. And that one was out of 99. All right, guys, that's going to do it for the breaks tonight. I appreciate everybody hopping in, getting your guesses in. Congrats to everyone who got those hits. Congrats to the credit winner in our first break. All right, guys, you have a great night. We will see you on Thursday.